Good morning, children. We have studied force and pressure in the last classes. We have studied different types of forces: contact force, non contact force. In contact force, we studied muscular force, frictional force. In non contact force, we studied electrostatic force, gravitational force, magnetic force, and we also studied pressure. Pressure is force upon area. We studied what are the factors that affect pressure, how change in force or change in area affects pressure. So today we are going ahead. We have come to the exercise section. Today we will be studying doing exercise. Now you are in position to do this exercise, but still I have given this exercise to give it a little help to you. So let us do. Give two examples each of situation in which you push or pull to change the state of motion of object. You have to give two examples. We know push and pull is force. So where this push changes the state of motion of an object, and where this pull changes the state of motion of an object. So you can quote any example from your everyday life. Here are two examples which are given. Suppose you have to take a chair from one room to another. So what will you do? You will push it to the another room. You can also take it by pulling it, but in this case, in taking a chair, you can do both the things. Either you can pull it to the another room, or you can push it to the another room. So you can quote this example in both the situations. So you can take any example of your choice. Now one more example we see in the game of cricket is that when the bowler gives the ball to the cricketer batsman, he hits the ball and changes its motion. Either he hits it hard, so the speed of the ball changes, or he hits it slow, then that the speed of the ball decreases. So here also the motion of the object is changing. Another example of now two examples of pull. You might have seen in the villages that people pull out the water from the well by pulling the bucket from the well. So what they are doing, they are pulling the bucket of water from the well. Another example we use in a daily life, that when we pull out the drawer, then the state of the motion of the drawer changes. सो हम लोग देखते हैं पुश के एग्जांपल. अगर हमें एक चेयर को किसी दूसरे रूम में ले जाना है, हम उसको पुश करके ले जाते हैं. और क्रिकेट के गेम में भी हम देखते हैं जब बैट्समैन बॉलर जब बॉल फेंकता है बैट्समैन की तरफ, तो बैट्समैन उसे पुश करता है, एंड उसकी जब वो पुश करता है तो उसकी स्टेट, बॉल का डायरेक्शन और स्टेट चेंज हो जाता है. सिमिलरली हम पुल के एग्जांपल देखते हैं. जब पानी निकाला जाता है वेल से, तो रोप को पुल किया जाता है, एंड जब हम ड्रॉवर से हम को ओपन करते हैं तो हम उसे पुल करते हैं. नाउ give to situation example of situation in which applied force changes the shape of an object. So here also you can give any example of everyday life. Two examples given here are when making of bread from dough. When your mother or you make chapati out of dough, what we do is we give round shape to the chapati by applying force. Similarly, we means in the art and craft, you might have done, or you may be doing that. We give different shape to the clay, beautiful shapes to make toys, and also the picture, घड़ा जो बनाया जाता है उसको भी शेप दिया जाता है, क्ले को शेप दे करके घड़ा बनाया जाता है. सो दीज आर द एग्जाम्पल्स वेयर force is applied to change the shape of an object. Now fill in the blanks in the following statement. To draw water from a well, we have to dash at the rope. I discussed it in the last question. What we do? We pull the water at the rope. We have to apply pull force. Now a charged body dash an uncharged body towards it. A charged body is bring towards the uncharged body, they will attract each other. Why? Because when a charged body is brought near the uncharged body, the opposite charge in the uncharged body will accumulate at the end and they will attract each other. To move a loaded trolley, we have to dash it. Uh, to move a loaded trolley, this is similar to the chair example. Uh, to move a loaded trolley, either we have to push it or we have to pull it. In both the cases, the trolley will move. The north pole of a magnet dash the north pole of another magnet. We know opposite poles repel each other. Opposite poles attract each other and similar poles repel each other. So the north pole will repel the north pole. So here, to draw the water from well, we have to pull at the rope. The charged body attracts an uncharged body towards it. To move a loaded trolley, we have to push or pull it. The north pole of the magnet repels the north pole of another magnet. Now, another question number 4. An archer stretches her bow while taking aim at the target. You may have seen archer in the game in sports channel or in real life maybe. What does the archer does? Archer stretches the bow. She then releases uh, the arrow and it begins to move towards the target. Based on the information, fill up the gaps in the following statement using the following terms. So you have to fill the gaps using these following terms at the particular gaps: muscular, contact, non-contact, gravity, friction, shape, attraction. To stretch the bow, read the lines carefully to understand which term will fit. Here it is written to stretch the bow, means the bow is stretched. The archer applies a force causes a change in it. When you are stretching the bow, what will happen? What will happen? Its shape will change. So that causes a change in its shape. The force applied by archer to stretch the bow is an example of, since the archer is applying force with its hands, so it is an example of muscular force. Muscles are acting. The type of force responsible for a change in the state of the arrow is an example of, it is an example of contact force, because muscular force is a type of contact force. While the arrow moved towards its target, the force acting on it are due to, when we will when she will release the arrow, it will move towards the gravity because gravity is attracting it. So which force is acting when it is moving? Gravity. And due to dash of air, along with gravity, the air is also applying friction on the arrow. So both the force are acting at the time due to gravity and due to friction of air. To stretch the bow, the archer applies a force that causes a change in its shape. The force applied by the archer to stretch the bow is an example of muscular force. The type of force responsible for change in shape of motion of an arrow is an example of contact force. While the arrow moves towards its target, the force acting on it are due to gravity and that due to friction of air. Now, question number 5. In the following situation, identify the agent exerting the force and the object on which it acts. State the effect of force in each case. Now, what you have to write in this question, you have to write the agent which is exerting the force and the object on which the force is acting and the effect the force is producing. किस ऑब्जेक्ट पे एक्ट हो रहा है फोर्स? कौन एक्सर्ट कर रहा है और फोर्स का इफ़ेक्ट क्या आ रहा है. So first, squeezing a piece of lemon between the fingers to extract its juice. So when we are squeezing the lemon between, we are using the fingers. So the agent is our fingers, and the force किसके ऊपर लग रहा है? Force is acting on the lemon. And what is the effect? It is changing the shape of the lemon when we are squeezing it with our fingers. Taking out paste from a toothpaste tube. It is similar to the first one. What we are doing, from our fingers, we are pressing the test tube to take out paste from it. So the agent is our fingers, object is the toothpaste here, and the effect is the shape of the toothpaste is changing. So again the shape. Third one, a load suspended from a spring while its other end is on a hook fixed to a wall. A spring is fixed to the wall, and a load is suspended to it. So the agent is here. The agent here is load, and the object on which the force is acting is spring. And what effect it is producing? It is changing the shape of the spring. Okay, now the next one. An athlete making a high jump to clear the bar at a certain height. So when who's the agent here? Agent agent is the muscles of athlete. He is applying its muscles is applying force to make him jump high, and the object is athlete himself. And what is the effect? The state of motion is changing. So here is the answers. Agent exerting in the first case was fingers, and the object was lemon, and the shape of the lemon was changing. Effect was change in shape. In the second case, when force was applied on the toothpaste, the agent were fingers, the object was toothpaste, and the effect was change in shape. In the third case, when load was hang on the spring, the load was the agent, the object was the spring, and it was causing change in the shape of the spring. In the fourth case, the agent were the muscles of athlete, the object was athlete himself, and the effect was change in state of motion of athlete. Now question number 6. A blacksmith hammers a piece of iron. How does the force due to hammering affect the piece of iron? What does the blacksmith does? It hammers on the hot iron, so the shape of the iron changes. So when an blacksmith hammers a hot piece of iron, he uses muscular force through hammer. This muscular force changes the shape of iron, and being iron, we know, is a metal, and metal has the property of malleability and ductility. So when he hammers the hot iron, he can give desired shape to the iron. An inflated balloon was pressed against a wall after it has been rubbed with a piece of synthetic cloth. It was found that the balloon sticks to the wall. What force might be responsible for the attraction between the balloon and the wall? So here the balloon is rubbed. So on rubbing, the charges accumulate. So here the electrostatic force is responsible for attraction between the balloon and the wall. When the charges are produced when the balloon is rubbed against the wall, and when uh, balloon is rubbed against the piece of cloth, then it is brought near the wall, and the opposite charge in the wall comes near the accumulates at the end, and since the opposite charge attracts each other, they attract each other. Name the force acting on a plastic bucket containing water held above ground level in your hand. Discuss why the forces acting on the bucket do not bring a change in its state of motion. In this case, what is happening? Muscular force is applied in the upward direction. This is the muscular force. Muscular force is applied in the upward direction, and the force of gravity is acting in the downward direction. So both are cancelling each other. Both are equal and opposite, and they are cancelling each other. So both the force are in opposite direction to each other, hence nullify the effect of each other. So there is no force to change the state of motion of the bucket. So a rocket has been fired upwards to launch a satellite into its orbit. Name two forces acting on the rocket immediately after leaving the launching pad. So when a rocket is fired, two force acts on it. One is the force of gravity, which is attracting towards the gravity, towards the earth, and another force is force of friction, which is also friction of air, which is also opposing its motion. So the two forces acting on the rocket are the force of gravity, which pulls the rocket towards the ground, and the force of friction due to Earth's atmosphere, which opposes its motion. So these are the two forces. Now here is one interesting question. Very interesting. You should have to think a bit on this. Then you will be able to answer it. When we press the bulb of a dropper, you must have seen the dropper. When we press the bulb is the rounded shape of the dropper. When we press it with its nozzle kept in water, the air in the dropper is seen to escape. Air उससे निकलती है in the form of bubbles. Once we release the pressure on the bulb, water gets filled in the dropper. The rise in water in the dropper is due to the pressure of water. Due to the pressure of water. Now you have to tell that why water is exerting force, which force is applying on water to let the water inside the dropper. So when we are pressing the dropper, the air is escaping out, and when we release that pressure, the atmospheric pressure, air in the atmosphere is exerting pressure, and that results in the pressure that results in water to get in. So the option will be C. जब हम नोज़ल को दबा रहे हैं तो हवा उसके अंदर जो है वो बाहर जा रही है, और जो जैसे उसमें हम पानी भर रहे हैं, पानी में उसको रखा हुआ है, तो पानी उसके अंदर आ रहा है बिकॉज एटमॉस्फेयर इज अप्लाइंग प्रेशर ऑन द वाटर एंड वाटर इज कमिंग इनसाइड. So when we press the nozzle, the air escapes out due to pressure, and when we release the nozzle, the liquid flows into to balance the atmospheric pressure. Okay children, thank you. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.